In 2024, we once again delivered strong underlying results. Our adjusted EBITDA reached a record high of 527.9 million euros, representing 8.9% year-over-year increase, and exceeding the top of the guidance range communicated to the market. Second, we have continued strategy delivery. Our green capacities portfolio increased by 0.8 gigawatts, reaching 8 gigawatts. Despite implementing a heavy investment program, we maintained our balance sheet strength with a net debt to adjusted EBITDA ratio of 3.05 times. And in turn, we continue our dividend commitment for 2024. We intend to pay 1.33 euros per share, representing 3.1% increase over the previous year. Now, let me take you through the development of each business segment over 2024. First, the progress of our largest business segment, green capacities. As already mentioned, our total portfolio increased to 8 gigawatts in 2024. This growth is attributed to greenfield capacity additions of around 0.5 gigawatts and green connection capacity secured for our first BESS projects with a capacity of 290 megawatts in Lithuania. Next, we expanded our secured capacity by around 200 megawatts, reaching a total of 3.1 gigawatts. This includes Tume solar farm in Latvia, which has now reached the construction phase. Also, as we completed 3 projects, our installed capacity increased by around 100 megawatts to 1.4 gigawatts, as Silesia 1 wind farm in Poland, Vilnius HP biomass unit, and Tauragė solar farm, both in Lithuania, has reached commercial operation date. Regarding the composition of our portfolio, it remains dominated by wind projects with a share of 5 gigawatts. Most of the projects are being developed in Lithuania, accounting for 4.5 gigawatts, and flexibility part remains a sizable part of our portfolio with a capacity of 1.4 gigawatts. Next, an update on our project execution. Since the earnings call of our 9 months results, we have successfully completed the construction works at our 137 megawatt Silesia 2 wind farm in Poland, both on time and within the budget, with all turbines erected, installed, and operational. As planned, the project supplied first power to the grid, reached partial operation with an operational cap of 70 megawatts in Q4 2024, and has been generating revenue since then, limiting the financial impact. However, due to delays in reinforcing the grid, which are beyond our control, we now expect the wind farm to reach full operational and capacity COD in H2 2025. Previously, it was expected to have in the first quarter 2025. Next, at our 300 megawatt Kelmė wind farm under construction in Lithuania, which is also the largest wind farm in Baltics, we have supplied first power to the grid. By now, all 44 turbines have been successfully erected. Finally, let me provide an update on offshore wind development. First, regarding Lithuania's second 700 megawatts offshore wind project CFD tender. In October 2024, we took decisions to participate in Lithuania's second 700 megawatt offshore wind tender and seek partners. In January 2025, the tender has been temporarily suspended, with the tender expected to be relaunched in due course and the winner awarded in second half of 2025. We will make the decision whether to participate in the relaunched tender when we will know the conditions of it. Second, on 700 megawatt Koronia North project in Lithuania. The project has been developing according to the plan until now. We expect to make a final investment decision after completion of the development and obtaining construction permit in 2027. However, as a result of large-scale electrolysis projects being delayed across Europe, including Baltics, possibilities to secure long-term power offtake have reduced. Combined with challenges in the current offshore wind supply chain environment, financing of that project may become challenging as we approach FID in 2027. As a result, there might be a need to delay the project COD until there is more visibility on the electrolysis demand and/or the interconnector with Germany. We will continue to monitor the market developments and will update our plans accordingly. And lastly, on 1 gigawatt Liivi project in Estonia, we are exploring opportunities to participate in potential CFD tender. Let me now move to our second largest business segment, networks. There are three major updates. To begin, the regulator has approved our 3.5 billion euros 10-year investment plan for distribution networks, extending up to 2033. This marks a 40% increase in investments compared to the previous submitted plan. Next, the regulator has also set the 2025 tariffs, including the regulated asset base at 1.8 billion euros, the weighted average cost of capital at 5.79%, and the additional tariff component at 37.5 million euros. Finally, we are successfully continuing rollout of smart meters. The total number of installed smart meters has exceeded 1 million, and we remain on track to complete the mass rollout by 2026. With that, let me now turn to our customers and solutions business segment. Over 2024, we focused on building a leading fast-charging EV network in Baltics, successfully tripling the number of installed charging points to a total of 1,091 units. Also, after the reporting period, the European Climate Infrastructure and Environment Executive Agency announced the funding results of the first cutoff date for the Alternative Fuels Infrastructure Facility call for proposals. Over 297 million will be allocated to major charge point operations across Europe. We are among top 6 players for potentially funding with the receipt of 16 million euros. Now, let me cover the last business segment, reserve capacities. The key highlight of the segment is our successful contribution to regional energy security by participating in synchronization of Baltic electricity grid with continental Europe on 9th February. With our progress on business segments in 2024 covered, I would like now to highlight the progress we made in driving our decarbonization initiatives. In 2024, we increased our net green electricity generated by 30.9% year-over-year to 2.3 terawatt-hours, driven by new green capacities assets such as Mažeikiai and the first Silesia wind farms, as well as Vilnius HP biomass unit. On the other hand, our green share of generation decreased by 3.5 percentage points to 81.5%, due to the proportionally higher electricity generation of our reserve capacity assets, Elektrėnai complex. Looking into our greenhouse gas emissions, our total greenhouse gas emissions based on the updated accounting methodology amounted to 4.05 million tons of CO2 equivalent, marking a 7.2% decrease year-over-year. Notably, we achieved a significant 35.6% reduction in Scope 2 emissions and 8.3% decrease in Scope 3 emissions. However, our Scope 1 emissions rose by 14.8% due to increased energy production. Next on the safety. In 2024, no fatal incidents were recorded. Employee and contractor total recordable injury rates stood at 1.12 and 0.84 respectively, both below the targeted level.